So how did you ask?
I was in a safe space, so asking became a little bit easier because it was just, actually, I think for me, I got my wife to marry me on a phone call. Will you be my wife? Yeah, and I think she thought I was even joking, and she's like, okay.
This is Affinity, the love lounge.
We were already in the safe space. We knew each other, no jealousy involved. We knew each other already to run to the safe place of, if I ask you to marry you, it is still safe. It is not just triggering. It is still safe to say, okay, because there was that dating time of we can go out on a date where you're not giving me too much, I'm not giving you too much, but I'm proving to you that I can play the other role if you considered.
Another funny way you pour water on me. One, now for me, I did not date. We only courted. So we did courtship. Like I told you, remember, it's possible to be in an environment, and it's a long story, it's a big one, where you don't have to do the dating. For example, people who live in the same vicinity, you share so much. You get the opportunity to achieve the goals of dating without having to go through the dating. Yeah? There are people who work together. For example, I found my wife in the same organization as working. So we were in the same organization, we were working in there. So for some time she was there, like I didn't have an eye for her. She probably didn't have an eye for me. So we were colleagues. And at some point in my life, I'm like, I need to get married. Then I threw it back. That season went on. Then at some point, I saw, I'm like, I think I can marry this girl.
It was like a car.
You can marry this girl.
Were you friends?
Seriously. She liked some things about me that made her close. Yeah. But me, every time someone came around me, I would throw you in certain places. Okay, I've had the journey of mentoring people and things like that. So I would tell you programs I have. Come for that program, because you team come for that program. So she would come for those programs. So it just hit me. I'm like, I didn't want to say this. Okay. Point is, from when I was young, people used to call me a lot by titles. She would call me Ditas, and it would feel so good. So I used to avoid her, but she would call me Ditas, and I'm like, she would make me feel she can be a friend because she makes
not
me
a daughter.
She could see you beyond that title.
So I was like, marry this girl. So I took time. Now the friendship we had developed had gotten us to a place where I could escort her back to her house, or we could have tea. But really, we were not thinking anything okay on my side until that day. So on this particular day, I escort her back to her house, and we sit on a couch. And I'm like, I have something strange to tell you. I don't know what you think. Like, do you mind if I ask you to marry me? I'm thinking like I would want you to be my wife. It's something I'm looking at lately so much. I want you to be my wife. And she was like, I'm not sure you're ready.
So she was the mature one who sees you ready.
It's because we had discussed those topics before as friends, and I used to show her how unready I was.
Okay.
So she was like, I'm not sure you're ready. And we first left the conversation there. When we went back to the conversation, I said, I think if you support me,
I can be ready.
That was nice.
So she told me, that second time she told me, the truth is I've always liked you, and I find a man that I can have for a husband in you.
That's
without question.
That's nice.
But I've always felt, since you feel you're not ready, I could not push things, because you have to be the leader, you have to move this, so you have to do this when you're ready. So me, I didn't chase. Like, I didn't do a lot. I didn't chase.
So she allows you, if you're ready.
I needed to be sure to myself
That you're ready.
that I'm ready, because she didn't want to go with a man who was not going to lead her. So better be ready, because you have to lead the way.
So what makes your now you are ready, you start courting. What makes your courting healthy or unhealthy?
Number one, what makes courtship healthy is have clear objectives. For courtship, there must be clear objectives. Dating can be games, but courtship has to have clear objectives. That makes it healthy. So, for example, we have to set a date. Because you've said you want to marry me, I've allowed I want to marry you. Then that's the reason we are coming together. When are we getting married? Should be the next statement. Set a date there, and then set a date. We've agreed we want to be married. Set a date, because the goal we want to do. If I tell you, can you go with me to Mbarara? You're like, I'm willing to go there. When? Can you work with me on a project? Which project? That one. When?
Okay.
Because I'm willing.
You know, there have been instances where a man tells you, I want to marry you. They even propose. And then ladies have a ring for 7 years. For what? You're there.
So all along I was dating, thinking I'm in courtship. We didn't have a date. There's my first girlfriend. We were dating. Me, I thought we were in courtship, and we used to even say it like that. So you've just given me clear. So for you to actually progress, be promoted to the place of now we are courting, the date.
Really? Okay, agree that you agree on the goal of being married.
When?
It means that you can't be seeing other girls, you can't be seeing other men. Because you're saying that you have decided to be married to me, and I've decided to be married to you. At that level, I have a right to ask you to hold you accountable on your life. Because what that means is I am going to trust my life to you and your programs. So I have a right to ask you, who is that you're having dinner with? Yeah, because whatever you do affects me. Business, work, job, friends, it affects me. Somebody said the word relationship means a relay ship. A relay ship. So when we enter a relationship, you become a ship upon which I entrust my cargo to be relayed from where I have it to where I want it to be. My cargo is my life, my destiny, my programs, my everything. I'm putting it on your ship. You are the ship I'm putting my cargo on to relay it to where I want it to be. You cannot expect me not to care what's happening on that ship. I have to be concerned.
So apart from the courtship without dates, of when are we really going, what other red flags, what are those other things that are unhealthy in courtship that you would say this is an unhealthy courtship?
When you set dates, everything is supposed to fall in place. Because if someone says when, you say tomorrow, then you say, that would mean I do it without telling my parents. You see? Then you want to find out, are your parents a factor or not a factor? There are people who have parents who are not a factor. Like you have parents who they are against your programs in life. So, okay, is there anything else that is a factor? Nothing. If nothing, so tomorrow let's go and wed. If you're marrying at the registrar, you go register, you're married. If it's culture, you're married.
Do you think that courtship should continue despite the parents' approval, or do you think that's a healthy courtship?
Yes, it is. One, if people are at the age of consent, every government, every country has what they have as their age of consent. 22 years plus. Remember what we talked about in the last episode? Your life, your responsibility. If you have said we are getting married, you may support your parents to get along with your decision, but this is your life. That was theirs. So I think go ahead. But some of these things, we handle them case by case. Okay? There are situations where the conditions involved may dictate that if the parents can't approve, you can't get married. I may respect the case by case, but to generically, it's about the two of you. I'm not saying disobey them, fight them. No, I'm saying find a way to support them. And that's why we always again tell people, seek counsel. There's so much that you can be supported with in your problems, and you get a smooth or a less burdensome journey. Yeah.
Okay, so after we've set the date, because the date is any time, it can be next year, it can be 3 years from now.
Yeah.
How long is too long? How long is too short for us to date? Because
To court.
for us to court. So what are the predeterminants of the time we should set? Because I have found you, we want to get married, but when I look at the things I'm supposed to do, I am supposed to do like a course for 3 years. We are dating, we found each other, we've agreed.
You're courting.
We are courting, we've agreed. And how long?
Not even financially.
Even financially.
You could love this person, but your budget is currently not allowing you to get married. It can't. You're on a budget. But to save up the money, it's going to take a bit of
And
time.
then buy in Chikube like 4 years. And
My opinion. My opinion. Those who trust my opinions, buy them. Those who don't, that's okay. Personally, I encourage people to always prove all counsel. You have no business courting when you're not ready to be married.
We are back to the basic. Need to be ready.
You need to be ready.
I'm ready, but I'm finishing this course.
No, that's not being ready. If the cost to you has something to do with marriage, you're not ready. It means it's a prerequisite for you to be married.
Okay.
So you're not ready. If the extra bucks is a prerequisite to be married, then you're not ready. Go get it. Now, don't waste this other person's time. If they are ready, there could be another individual that best suits their everything, their season, their time. If both of you have to be the two of you, but you're not ready now, don't get into this idea called courtship. Agree that this guy, I like him, but he's not ready. Because the word ready could get somebody change.
Change.
Yes.
What if we are both ready, but our parents are saying we hold on?
But it's not your parents you're trying to marry.
Should we go against them and get married?
That's why I talked about seeking help. The place where you look out for programs like this, you look for counsel, seek support. This, like the premarital counseling we do, we have a premarital course that we do. It deals with all those things, how to support families, how to get along with families. We go ahead to support people know what to do to make sure you can bring on board everyone that matters.
Okay.
Africans are growing in some of these areas. Africans haven't understood how to invest in matters of the soul and psychology. And yet these very issues affect our businesses, our growth, development, well-being, our families. We must invest there. They are as important as money making, as building buildings, as attaining formal education. These things affect us so much. We must give them our money, our time. Pay money and seek psychological support, seek social support from professionals. These are predicted spaces that you know you'll be helped. And I know one of the reasons we struggle is because our history has us living communally. We've always gotten this support that whenever you had such challenges, you fell back to your dad, your uncles, your brothers. Africa was like that. So to date, we feel these people should be there to help me. But what is happening? Are they helping?
No.
Okay, those who want help, do they know what they need to know to help? Because you find that people, even the Bible says it, that our parents rebuke us after their own selfish gains. Yes, it's true, parents do things to help us because they are protecting us, but the reasons they are helping us or trying to protect us is more to them. Like for me, I know my fiancé. the thing you're even afraid of, I know better knowledge about it than you do. But for you, because you overheard,
You overheard, and your image.
yes,
How will they say the family
of
is marrying in a home like that? Yeah.
So the help they are bringing is not to my profit. It is to the profit of their image and pride. So you find that that can't be professional. It's biased help. So it can mislead your future. So people must appreciate to accept the changes that have come to our society and accept to pay for these things.
True.
Because money buys you dignity. When you pay somebody to give you professional support, they don't have a right against you to use your information to. It's you guard your dignity and still get the thing you want. Money is the easiest way to getting things that we need and have them the right way. Pay for support and get it.
So I'm ready now. We are courting and we've given ourselves probably a year, 6 months. What activities, what intentionally, what are the things that we should plan to do, activities to really talk about in courtship?
Because for me, if one, we've said courtship is for people who are ready to be married. If you're not ready, pause that, first go get ready. So in the getting ready, if someone moves on, it's supposed to be okay. Some of you hate people, you say he broke my heart, but you are not having a commitment, you were not courting because you agreed you were both not ready. Or you knew, yes, he liked you, he had rushed, but he accepted he wasn't ready. So he's like, I realize where I'm taking you is I may mislead you. So let's take off some time. Again, those of you who put your expectations so high, it's you who get disappointed. Okay? Now, these ones are ready. You want to be married. Like I said, the honest question is when? Set the date. When you're setting the date, there are things that should inform that. Why are we choosing tomorrow? Why are we choosing December? Those things, you write them clear. There should be a reason. I don't like people who say, I'm not sure whether by January, isn't that too soon? Based on what? Soon should have what it's based on. Later, that's too late. There should be reason for why you're saying it's late. Now write down those reasons. Let it not just be a fear of,
She said yes, but now.
we freak out with change. Yeah? But be courageous enough to take it on.
So where does premarital counseling, where does it fall in?
The moment you know you are setting off to do this, actually even dating, when you begin to say, I want to date someone, find it. But for those who now are at this level, we want to get married, you're too late, like run. You're now going to enter something, you've agreed to enter something that has so much that you need to learn.
So among the activities that are very necessary to be done is premarital counseling.
Yeah, agree to know. Like I said, why I didn't want to list them is because cases are different. It's case by case. Some of them, it's about us telling our mother. Some of them, it's about telling our elders. Some of them, it's about applying for premarital course. Some of them, you go to your church and they tell you, you must have 3 months. For example, a healthy course should really be 3 months minimum. There's so much to cover. So you'll go there, you'll apply to a space like Affinity, and they will tell you the minimum you can do this course is 3 months. It is important that you take time and do it. So that means you can't wed in 2 weeks, in 1 week. That means you can't wed in a month. I've had people who come and say, can you wed us and then we'll continue the course? I usually tell you, when you're married, I know you won't come. It's up to you. When you come, we will help you, but you know that you won't come. So it's a question of what must be done. It may be we want to invite 10 people. Maybe we want to invite 1,000 people. Okay? So what do we need to have 1,000 gather? 20 people gather, whatever you are up to, and whatever is needed.
Do you think that in courtship, more of the questions, more of the things that we're looking at are in what we are looking? Is the discussion supposed to be towards the marriage, inside the marriage, or it is basically a discussion of Okay, how do we set ourselves to get married? The things that lead you to the wedding.
It's the Google map to marriage.
A wedding is one of those things to a marriage. So a wedding is one of those. A wedding is one of the things.
But you know, sometimes we do have these discussions, but in courtship, it's basically we are looking at the wedding day.
That's dangerous.
We only look at turquoise, gold, 120. Those are the things that preoccupy our minds.
Then when do you discuss your health?
That's actually
And the
the
children.
question I wanted to ask. What are the questions that we must not avoid to talk about? What are the things that we must not avoid to deal with and talk about in courtship?
One, this is your life. You're responsible. Don't play with it. It's now time to first put aside the feelings and do a real negotiation.
Yes.
It's time to do and that's where these are spaces that many of us are not courageous enough to do. And these are things premarital courses save you from. Not many of us are confident to face this person in the face and ask them, where is your hepatitis B result? But also, do I trust where you did it from? Let me warn people. People are selfish to the core. We are so innately self-centered. Just know that somebody declaring so much love and has become a heaven to you in all ways can fear to tell you that I am a carrier of sickle cell anemia.
True.
Because they've seen it haunt people at home, they fear to tell you. Someone will fear to tell you, I am HIV positive, but I am undetectable. Okay? But someone can learn that on the eve of their wedding, that you are HIV because they've grown up feeling HIV is a monster. But you're saying, I'm undetectable. You kept quiet and never told me that, yet I've known you for 2 years. And you think I will trust you with my money? This wedding is off. This wedding is off. I've dealt with weddings that okay, one of those bad ones was one that was cut 5 days too. Something funny happened and it's off. So, but people are not courageous to say certain things. I know a couple, the guy used to visit a girl at her uncle's place. And for her, she was genuine Bambi. She grew up there, she called it home. But she had another home where her real parents were. Now, this girl, they would play this, you know, we live in a generation where people call their auntie mommy and daddy. The brother got to know this was the mother and father. Just 2 weeks to the wedding, he learns these are uncles. Her parents are in some village somewhere, some poor people. Whereas the girl felt she was just being what she's grown up in, some naivety. The guy felt,
He had been lied to.
You've been lying to me. There's more to this. If you can hide such a thing, what more is there behind you? I'm not marrying you. The guy cancelled. He was like, there's more behind this whole person. If you can even manage to convince me to believe that you're this amazing, and I chose you, but I'm out. So part of the things we help people do is face some of these things that appear and know it early and do it with them in a healthy way. It looks like as if we are not adding value to you, by the way, but we are helping you on things that would have shocked you. Like such a girl in counseling would ask you a question like, where did you grow up from? Who are your parents? Blood parents? Their questions would ask, and then someone reveals, I was born from here, but I live here. So how about these are not matching? Hey, okay, this one is my dad's cousin brother who has raised me, but hey, but you're saying he's your dad. So he's the one your dad who gave birth to you. That one used to be a drunkard, some madman who disappeared. We don't know where he is. Okay, that's okay. But that it has come out, then you're like, oh, so have you ever discussed this with your fiancé? No, I never thought it was important because I have my family here. No, you need to tell him. But why is it important? Then you dig down. Because he needs to know, because of this blood. Your father may have run mad and disappeared, but his blood never disappeared. It is affecting you and it's going to impact this man's children.
So you feel it's important in courtship to now disclose
everything,
yourself, your
everything,
finances,
Everything.
Men and finances. You ask
Everything.
them, how much do you earn?
Why do people hide? It's just because they are selfish.
Insecurity and selfishness.
Mm.
And one of the things, and being selfish in courtship is hating your own self.
Mm.
Because you don't know how this person will react when they know. For you think you'll have trapped them with a pregnancy. There are also girls who like to trap men with pregnancy. Now I'm pregnant. He can't do much. You'll be shocked. They will shock you. You see? Then you're saying, let me marry her. Then she'll never do anything. She'll know I have a wife. The men married. Then they now hide the family until they wed. Then when they have wedded her, impregnated her, then now things can be known. You'll be shocked. Courtship is a place where selfishness must never come. Someone can kill you. Someone wakes up and is like, I sold my whole body to you, my everything. When you have another woman in your life and you never told me.
So that is supposed to be said in courtship.
Yes. Say the truth is I am married.
So if she leaves, so that's why they hide. If she leaves after knowing this truth,
It's
after
okay.
all the man have put into the wedding.
But that's the point. These are things that come early before we invest into the wedding day. You know, that's why you don't say, "Oh, you want to marry me? I think you're amazing. Yeah, I'm in. I want to marry you. So when do we get married? Next week." Say, yeah, that's nice, but I'm mature. I'm smarter than that. This is not Romeo and Juliet. I'm allowing you to discuss my life. I need to know you're going to become, remember the Bible says the two become one. I need now to know what is this thing I'm allowing to become me. You've been really amazing, but now I want to fight. Now you're giving me the right to dissect you. That's what courtship is supposed to be.
Wow.
Let me dissect you. So where is your
Courtship
father?
is not chemistry. It's a curriculum that you
put on the side. Now it is time
yes.
for truth.
You don't graduate into marriage without courtship.
You don't have to put on that tough face, but dissect this thing. You may use a crafty language, but we are dissecting it.
And I believe it's supposed to be like a responsibility of each and every one, not for I as a man or a woman to just wait. He's the Lord of this thing, so let him get a day and sit down and tell me. It is equally the responsibility of you, the woman, to ask these questions. Prompt the man to actually get you these answers of things that you're not sure about, because you may find that none of them takes the responsibility to find out about the hepatitis B. I mean, if he's not the one talking about it, because I think also it's dangerous, because sometimes as men we present ourselves as so excellent, so perfect, that the woman allows herself to imagine that we have no issue.
And yet we tend to hide so much. So because she hasn't asked, I don't see the reason this
why
is
I
why
should
people
even tell them.
Actually, we need to make this a standard. But of course, the problem is sometimes we don't have enough to work with out there. But I would recommend that people who get into courtship should actually appreciate the role of a professional mediator. I want to borrow a word mediator, but that's what the whole idea of premarital counseling should be. That counselor should be allowed mediation so that both parties protect their selfish interests. And also be supported to realize why you cannot be selfish. For example, this happened for me. I bless God how I've been supported. This is what the person, the late Mr. Mugaga, took us through with my wife. The man took me through an amazing course and supported us. One, he asked us for consent to get into our lives. And we consented, we signed. Said, now that you've consented, these are some of the things you're allowing me into. For your good. It doesn't profit him, it's for us. For example, we'll wake up tomorrow morning, you will come here, and I'll tell you a particular lab that you're going to check your HIV status, to check your sickle cell anemia status, hepatitis B status, because these are things which affect your children, not just you, but also will affect the other party. 2, on this consent, you're saying that this lab, you're allowing them to email to me your results, both of you. You're giving them that permission. And they consent and permit. And then that morning he sends us. And they email the results to him. Now, he gets the results not to talk to the world about us. It's classified information. He has also to commit that he's to use this information only for our good. And then, if for example he finds this one is sickle cell anemia or HIV positive, he has a mature professional way of that, disseminating that. He's going to probably say, I'll meet you guys again in a week's time. But then he's going to meet one of these persons and walk a journey with you. Have you ever said it to him? Does he know? So how do we start? How do we get along? And support you to a level when you're able to boldly deal with the fears that were making you hide it. And then when you have fully come to a place where, I think he should know indeed, I have appreciated, I've overcome my fears. Let's confront it. Let's tell him. Then you prepare, you create a good arrangement. So you're like, so I want to make sure that he respects you to have told him so that I don't take the vote. It's not about me. So now go find him, see how to tell him. Then she goes, by the way, can we meet up? There's this thing I always want to share with you. You know my history. You deal with what you feared. And then you're like, you say it your way, but say it. My goal is that you to talk. It's not me who is meant to disclose it. No, it's you to say it. My job is to support you to a place where you should say it because you need to say it. It is selfish for you not to say it. You have a child you've been hiding for a long time. There are tools and things we do that help you to open up to us. And when you open up, we then support you to get to a place where you should tell her, don't be that selfish. You know what? We've had people grow bond, like close to each other, by revealing some of those information.
Hudson, would you grow closer if someone came and told you? Would you actually grow closer to them, or you'd feel like,
Well, it depends on what they've said
And how it is done.
imagine he's a child.
There's a girl. There's a girl who actually fell more for the guy. She was amazed to find that he has been such a responsible father. She felt bad she didn't know all along. She wanted to love this child, but also she was like, this is a place I was always afraid of. She found the guy had always taken care of this child, has never run away from the child, like stayed in the life of the child. She fell more for the man.
I think what you're saying is true, because I remember one time I was snooping in my husband's courtship time. I snooped like, hey, now you feel like you're going to this house, you need to organize it. So I followed a picture of him and a baby. My heart rest. My heart has never rested that much. It rest. I said, sweating, my hands were sweating. Then I went and told him, hey, babe, hi, what? Who is this? I think he realized. Then he told me, I need to tell you something.
Oh, the way he started it.
So I said, what do you need to tell me? And he tells me, it's actually my son. Your son? From where? Then he told me, yeah, I have a son, but he lives with my sister. So I'm sorry I hadn't told you earlier, but yeah, do you still think you still want to get married to me? I don't know if it's give me some time. I think about it. So I went home that day. I can't lie, I didn't sleep.
Wow.
I was thinking, God, me stepmother, how will I do? I thought the whole night I didn't share with my mother, I didn't share with anyone. I was just thinking, will I be able to deal with it in case this child doesn't like me? I asked him, so when I come into the picture, will the son stay with your sister? Or he said, no, of course not. If I have a family, there's no need for him to stay with my sister.
Yes.
Then you already saw yourself as a mother.
I'm saying, okay. And then I accepted it. So I went and told him, you know what? They are children. He's a child. I will mother him. And he will be our first child. It's okay. He laughed. He
Wow.
laughed and said, "I was just pranking you. That's my
Wow.
You passed the exam.
Wow. What a prank.
And usually that is what men we are even looking for in a woman. I think it's also important for women to understand that we want to feel so safe in
Yes.
your arms with our weaknesses
Yes.
that you're not going to throw us away when you find out
Yes.
something. And not that we are hiding something. Sometimes we also believe in our weaknesses something can happen while we are married to you. But I want to know that I can still lay my head on your chest, no matter the weakness.
And the other way around is also true. Even the ladies want to feel safe in their weaknesses with us. They also have their own flaws.
Yeah.
So she wants to know, am I still safe with you in my flaws? Yeah.
And it's important. I want us to come to a close of this, but allow me ask this last question to you, to both of you. What are the mistakes that people? What are some of the mistakes that people usually do in courtship, and how can they avoid them?
Ignorance, naivety. There are people who are not being selfish, but they're being naive. Like that story I've told you of a girl who just thought this is her home and these are her parents, yet she has her parents and she's not disclosing them and she's being honestly genuine. Yeah. Naivety, that's also not okay. You know, allow some people to touch into you. All those things are meant to be done in some of these courses. Somebody causes you to dig in places that you thought were unnecessary. So, but also inside the selfishness, refusing to talk about critical things like faith. You should be able to disclose what truly our true practice is. When you hide anything, it's like you're hiding it from yourself. You're making somebody take you for a different person. It is important that you make this person take you for you.
Who you are.
Yes. If you're practicing Muslim, make it clear. If they want to separate, this is the time they should. The best way to love yourself is to be honest with especially this one person.
Yeah.
Let them take you when they have chosen you. Because when they get to know, they could kill you. If you are a pastor, disclose it. Stop posing as a businessman. Let this lady know, for you, you pray every day. You have overnight 3 times a week. Let her know. Make it clear. Let her decide now that she's for you or she's not for you. Other relationships that you have, there are people who are trying to marry a second wife. Make it clear that you have a wife. 2 cannot work together except they agree. Let her come in knowing she's coming to be second wife. Okay? Make sure you talk about it. Let her know why and how will this relationship work. Let her decide to be into it. I was shocked also the first time I was dealing with that kind of case, and this girl was like, me, I don't mind him marrying the 2 of us, you know, because this guy had a girlfriend and then he impregnated a different girl and then he was feeling bound to marrying this one, and this one was saying the reason he has moved away from me is he asks me for sex and I don't want to give it to him. I want us first to be married, and for him maybe he ended up somewhere else. Now he feels bound to marrying this one. Then when we ask this one who has the pregnancy, she's like, no, I don't mind him marrying both of us, because she seemed to say, I accept I was not the first one, he liked the other one,
And I don't want my child to.
but also have a child and the child needs a dad. So disclose and say, I dated so and so, went out with so and so, had 6 months with so and so, a year, 2 years. Okay. And I think for me that's really enough. It helps that somebody can hold you accountable as you grow. So health, talk about what you know about your body. If you have diabetes, if you walk and get tired early, don't marry somebody and then in the first year they see you getting cardiac arrest or heart disease. Yet there have been so many signs. They allow people a right to choose you for who you are.
Our show has to come to an end, and we are very, very excited about what we have learned today. And ladies and gentlemen, if there is anything that you were supposed to take home, when Ditas was speaking, I wrote some notes, and I learned that you don't fall in love, you walk into it with your eyes Open. So it is very important. This is your life. This is you. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Affinity for you. The
Love Lounge.